What's good, young boys, young girls? You're fabulous, you're stylish, Dallas gamer back in the building. I'm rocking the pink again, because pink is where it's at. Let's be honest. You will rock it too. Okay, so we are talking about this bottom of the earth scumbag, Scott Shafer. I have a personal issue with him. He knows why. I'm going to inform y'all, because I got a new audience. I'll inform you. First, I want y'all to listen to this. Don't click away before I have to say this, okay? And I know Scott's watching. You ready for this? Scott, you're a disgusting trash bag, bottom of the barrel, douchebag piece of garbage. I can explain why for me. If you have a problem with Scott, could you tell me why? I know there's people out there that have a problem with him. You're in my comments. I see you. Can you tell me why you have a problem with him? Thank you. Anyway, okay, we're making a dedicated video for Scott in 2026. Wow, Scott, congratulations. Man, okay. Scott is the one YouTuber I actually have a problem with. He's wronged me in the past. He knows it. Did me dirty. His ego. He has a really big ego. He kind of shows it with his videos. Like I watched the Caleb video. I watched it. I didn't watch it the last 3 minutes or whatever, the last little section or whatever. He's like he feels entitled because he reaches out to a YouTuber. He feels entitled to an answer. I asked you about X, Y, and Z, about your allegations here. Answer me. And if you don't, you're guilty. This is his approach. You can tell in his videos. This is how he approaches his videos. This is literally how he thinks. Scott, I'm reading you right now. Guess what? I don't have to know you to read you because you want to know why. You're not very talented. You're not very skilled. And you are not very uncommon. There are plenty of Scott Shafers out there in the world. Just as there are plenty of Caleb Hammers out there in the world. You are not a commodity. You're very readable. You can be put in a box very easily. I just did it. I literally just did it. You probably didn't even realize that I just did it, Scott. I don't like you, Scott. Scott, I'm gonna say it in this dedicated video for you. The day you fall off, I will be there laughing at you, and I want you to know this, bro. From the bottom of my big black heart, I want you to know this, bro. Why do you have a problem with Scott? I'll show you. I can show you right now. I got to pull it up for you. I'm going dark. My beautiful black skin. Here we go. I reacted to two of his videos on established titles. What is established titles, you may ask? It was a website where you could buy plots of land in whatever European country. You could buy plots of land there, and legally your title would become Lord. Very cool for like a friend or whatever. Cool. Like now you're a Lord X, Y, and Z. You're Lord Josh. Congratulations. You could like that was like that you can legally make your title Lord. So like it was like a cool thing. Turns out they weren't really selling land or whatever. If you were to go to the plate, or if you were to go to the country, you would literally have no access to that land that you bought supposedly, and that was kind of the scam in it, as far as I remember. Scott made two different videos. On the first one, I reacted to. I gave my genuine reactions to it. I said, this is a good video. I was entertained somewhat, and I was very well informed. That's why I watched it for information. Okay, I gave him compliments throughout because I don't like being a jerk to people. I don't have to be one to. I gave him compliments throughout, and I thought that I made a good reaction video. He seen it. He commented. Because I made the same title as him, but all I did was just put his at in there. Great title. Okay. So I'm like, what? I don't know. I didn't know how to take that, Because I felt that he was being passive aggressive. Once you become passive aggressive, I'm judging you. Because why are you afraid? Why are you scared to show to show how you really feel. That's my only question. Anyway, I made the second video because he made a second video. Same thing. I put the same title. It was up for 4 hours. It got 7 views. You just seen it. The first video had 150 views. That was one of my better performing videos back in the day, back in 2022. He struck them down. I was so confused. I'm like, well, I thought we was cool. I thought we were okay. Turns out we were not. Okay. I make a third video going over the same this situation. This video is kind of just a remaster from 2022, basically. And Scott has only gotten worse. How can you say that, Dallas Gamer? Who are you to say that, Dallas Gamer? You don't even know him, Dallas Gamer. Guess what? Scott Shafer isn't a guy that I need to know to put in a box. Scott Shafer isn't that. He isn't that unique. Walk out in the street right now, you're gonna see many Scott Shafers. He's your average everyday guy that gets a big head when he gets to attack people. He has a real ego about him. Even through his videos, if you look close enough and you got a good eye and you're willing to be critical of a video, you can tell he has an ego about him. Case in point, the only Scott Shafer video I've seen since 2022 was the one he made on Caleb Hammer and going through all these different allegations about Caleb Hammer. Again, when I made that video about Caleb Hammer, it wasn't me attacking Caleb Hammer. It was just me going over his controversies, and that was it. That was all it was meant to be. I was not coming at Caleb sideways. I didn't care enough to. That was it. Scott already did that. Go complain to Scott. I don't care. What am I gonna do? Defend the millionaire YouTuber? Why would I do that? I enjoy his content. That's about it. That's the only relationship me and Caleb have. I'm a viewer, and that's it. I'm a religious viewer, and that's it. Moving away from Caleb. When he DMs Caleb about X, Y, and Z allegations, trying to get his response from here and here, he's entitled. He's feeling, literally, he's in the video, he's telling you he feels entitled to a response. And because he doesn't get a response, all of a sudden that shines light on Caleb's guilt because he didn't respond to Scott Shafer. Oh no, he didn't respond to Scott Shafer. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What is Caleb gonna do about this? Oh no! Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. No, you're not entitled to anybody's response. He literally feels like he's CoffeeZilla. I'm very, very sad to break this down to you, buddy. You're CoffeeZilla in 2018. That was when I first started watching CoffeeZilla. At least I've been a viewer of CoffeeZilla since 2018, and like Coffee has at every point of his YouTube journey, maybe except for like the first year or two when he made the CoffeeZilla channel, he's been better than you like head and shoulders, and it's not even close. Scott, you're nowhere on his level, and you don't deserve any kind of response. If you get one, that's a plus, and you should treat it as such. Just because you ask responses for X, Y, and Z allegations don't mean that you deserve a response. That's ego. That's the literal definition of ego. I want y'all to realize what I'm talking about. This is the literal definition of ego. Entitlement. Because he's Scott Shafer and he just gave you allegations. Now you have to respond to him. Who is Scott Shafer that anybody has to respond to Scott Shafer? Genuine question. No one has to respond to you. But that's your ego. That's your ego talking. It's really easy to let your ego control you. And because he's a real soft-headed individual. Because his mental fortitude isn't really there, he allows his ego to control him in certain situations. And you can tell. He doesn't even realize it. I seen that video and I'm like, oh, buddy, you have not changed not one bit. I watched that video with a complete open mind, Scott. I said, hey, I wanted to know about Caleb's allegations. So I went to the one YouTuber I personally know who is a dickhead just about as much as you are to actually hit on those allegations and attack that man. Just full attack. Like, just full attack. No nuance in the situation, just attack. And I knew that would be you, so I watched that video with the full intention of, I'm going to get your side of the story. I watched that video and seen Scott Shafer show his ego off like nobody's business. And not one, and I looked in the comments, I didn't see any comments talking about it. So I'm like, okay, I know who I am. People in my life know who I am. I'm really good at reading people. Very good at reading people. Very good. It only take, if I talk to you a few times, and don't let me get real deep talk to you, I'm going to figure out who you are majority of the time. I'm going to figure out. Guess what, Scott? We have not spoken a single verbal word to each other ever. And guess what? I got you figured out. You're real close to a narcissist. Really close. Maybe like a step, maybe a half step away from a narcissist, buddy. I didn't even think I was going to get to 10 minutes talking about you. I got to 12. I don't like Scott. Scott knows this. And guess what? Scott's ego is going to allow him to watch this video. Maybe not all the way through. Because it's going to hurt him to hear this. If he does, you're a bigger man than I gave you credit for. Granted, I'm not giving you much credit. That's about it. With that being said, though, I hope everyone other than Scott has a very productive and great day, night. I hope that you sleep very well. That being said, I'm out. Peace.